Good morning. It's Tuesday, August the 26th, and you're watching AGORACOM TV. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing you the best press releases at the open, along with the halts, so you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. I've got a great show lined up for you this morning. I've got 5 great press releases for you from both sides of the borders. It's regarding resource estimates. I've also got earnings and a whole bunch of other great information. I have no halts to report on at this time. However, by the end of the show, that can change. So without any further ado, let's get down to business. Our first story, Avatech Solutions trades on the OTCBB under the symbol AVSO. The company is announcing preliminary unaudited financial results for its fiscal fourth quarter and year ended June 30th, 2008. So highlights from the report include for the fourth quarter that the company expects to report total revenue of approximately $11.5 million, which is exactly what it had announced last year for the fourth quarter, so they've remained flat at $11.5 million. Preliminary net income, they're anticipating is going to increase to $741,000, which is compared to a net loss of $873,000 in the same period for the prior year. Their EBITDA as adjusted, as defined, increased to $807,000 in the fourth quarter of fiscal 08, and that's up from a loss of $607,000 in the prior year period. Now, for the full year ended June 30th, 2008, the company expects to report revenues of approximately $50 million, which is compared to $50.5 million in the prior year, so once again, revenue is flat. However, their preliminary net income is expected to increase to approximately $3 million, compared to a net loss of $500,000 in fiscal 07, so significant gains on the net income side. And EBITDA as adjusted increased to $4.6 million in fiscal 08, which was compared to $1.23 million in fiscal 07. So significant gains by the company. Their revenue remained flat, yet their net income has increased substantially. A little bit about Avatech. They're a nationwide technology expert for design, engineering, and facilities management. The company's last at 87 cents. Their 52-week high-low is 70 cents to $1.25, and their current market cap is approximately $14 million. Moving on to our next company, it's another OTCBB company. They're called New Market Technology. They trade on the OTCBB under the symbol Nancy Mary Kite Terry Elephant, so NMKTE. The company has announced a $5.6 million contract to provide Microsoft managed services. The agreement to provide the managed technology support services is for a major telecommunications company which is located in South Africa. However, the company has asked that they not be named in the press release. The $5.6 million contract calls for New Market to support the client's Microsoft infrastructure through the end of 2009. And a little bit about what New Market Technology does. They help clients maintain the delicate balance between maintaining legacy systems and gaining a competitive advantage from the latest technology innovations. The company's last at 10 cents. Their 52-week high-low is 29 cents to a low of 8 cents. And their market cap currently sits at approximately $21 million. Moving over to the Canadian side, Kinbauri Gold trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol KNB, and for our European friends, trades on the Frankfurt under the symbol 3KG.DE. Now, disclaimer time, Kinbauri is an AGORACOM client, so as always, make sure you do your due diligence before you buy any of these companies. Now, the company is announcing that it's completed its infill drill program, which was a total of 145 holes, which was completed on August 16th for a total of 22,000 meters being drilled. Final assay results from the 11 holes are pending, with receipt expected in early September. Completion of the infill drill program will allow the delivery of a new 43-101 resource estimate by mid-October. Now, it is anticipated that there will be a significant increase in the resource for 5 of the 12 zones at El Val, and this is due primarily to the newly discovered zone, San Martin Zone. It is considered to be by Kinbauri their most significant new discovery to date, and notable intercepts are as followed. We've got 8 grams per ton of gold, 36 grams per ton of silver, and 2.1% copper over 34 meters. We've got 10.5 grams per ton of gold, 63 grams per ton of silver, and 5.2% copper over 17 meters. And we've also got 7.2 grams per ton of gold, 18 grams per ton of silver, and 1% copper over 21 meters. And these are just some of the highlights coming from this zone. I'd recommend, if you want to learn more, read the press release. And finally, a little bit about Kinbauri. They're a Tier 1 mineral exploration company focused on the development of mineral properties, primarily precious metal prospects in northwestern Spain, Nevada, and Canada. And the company's last at 56 cents. Their 52-week high low is a low of 40 cents, as high as $1.11, and currently their market cap sits around $27 million. Moving on, we've got Changfeng Energy. They trade on the venture under the symbol CFY. The company is reporting on their Q2 results. They're reporting revenues of $3 million for the 3-month period ended June 30th, 2008, which is compared to $1.77 million for the same period in 2007, which represents an increase of approximately 67%. Net income for the second quarter was $1,500, compared to a net loss of $414,000 for the same period in 2007. Now, historically, the company states that the second quarter has been the slowest of the calendar year for the company in terms of operating activities and revenues. However, what they have shown here is that they've turned the quarter from losses to finally turning a profit, albeit a small one. Cash flow for the quarter was $222,000, compared with negative cash flow of $108,000 in 2007. And for the first half of 2008, the company generated total revenue of approximately $6 million, compared to approximately $4 million for the same period in 2007, representing an increase of 46%. And finally, net income was $244,000 for the 6 months, compared to a net loss of $450,000 for the same period in 2007. A little bit about Changfeng Energy. They're engaged in the design and construction of natural gas distribution networks and the distribution of natural gas to commercial and residential customers in China. Company's last at 59 cents. Their 52-week high low is a low of 50 cents, as high as 80 cents, and their current market cap sits at approximately $17 million. And finally, I've got a diamond press release for you. Motapa Diamonds trades on the venture under the symbol MTP, and in addition, they're announcing this press release with their partner Lucara Diamonds, which trades on the venture as well under the symbol LUC. They're reporting on their Motapa Diamond project, which is located in Lesotho. It's their additional Phase 1 bulk sample results that they're reporting on today. They've got a completion of an audit of diamond recovery tailings from the Phase 1 bulk sampling program at the Motapa project in Lesotho. Now, they've reprocessed the diamond recovery tailings, which have resulted in the recovery of an additional 620 carats of diamonds in 1,851 stones. Now, this brings the total diamond recovery from the Phase 1 program to 1,204 carats in 3,160 stones. Based on the revised survey and weightometer data, total kimberlite tonnage processed in Phase 1 was 24,000 dry tons, resulting in a revised overall grade estimate of 4.89 carats per 100 tons for the sample. A total of 58 stones greater than 2 carats were recovered. 13 stones were greater than 5 carats and have been recovered, with the largest 3 diamonds being 10.2 carats, 8.65 carats, and 8.51 carats. And finally, Motapa Diamonds is a diamond exploration company focused in Africa. They're last at 36 cents, with their 52-week high low being 60 cents to a low of 25 cents. Their market cap currently sits at $13.6 million. And their partner Lucara Diamonds last at 90 cents. 52-week high low is $1.10 to 88 cents as a low. And their market cap sits at approximately $52 million. That's a wrap for this morning. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow. We've got more great press releases and halts at the open for you. And as always, if you've got any feedback, we'd love to hear it. Please email us at feedback@agoracom.com.